When I'm working, I forget about time. It's as though time stands still. My paintings are so personal, and yet they are something that everyone can understand. I call it art from the heart. This brush is like a lifeline. It can be used to impart hope and joy to people who desperately need it. It's all about light. Every creative person has an obligation to use whatever talents God might give them to make a difference. I thought, you know, these paintings are contagious in their message. The simple values, nothing elaborate or complex about it, just homespun values of home, family, faith in God, the beauty of nature, a simpler way of living. These are the things I talk about and try to put in the paintings. I think we have a chance to reach out to organizations that are in a real, tangible way making a difference in people's lives. Salvation Army meets the needs of real people every day. And the Light of Freedom was made available to collectors as a special print to benefit the Salvation Army. And by God's grace, somehow over the last month or so, we have had such overwhelming support from our collectors that we have managed to put together a fund of $1.5 million that we're now presenting to you on behalf of our collectors. God bless you and Merry Christmas.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Tom, and all of your supporters and the people who have collected your prints, because this means so much. There are so many hurting people in our world this year.
Yes.
And thank you very much, and God bless you.
As I look at Tom's giving and his generosity, it not only comes from his faith, his strong faith in God, and his belief in being a representative of the church, but I think it also comes from his background. As he grew up in a very difficult and trying time, now that Tom has reached that place of success, he wants to share it with others.
This is the actual painting that you did that day in the square.
You know, I was thinking, as I look at this, that volcano is so prominent. And, you know, you sit on that square in Antigua, and the beauty of that volcano kind of hovers over the entire scene. And, you know, as I look at that, I'm reminded little Myra had that volcano as a backdrop to her life as well.
World Vision's strategy is to join hands with the community and work together to solve the problems of poverty. In this area of Guatemala City, providing schooling, hot meals, and support for families is important to changing these kids' futures.
Our relationship with World Vision has been an unfolding miracle. There's no other word for it. We created a project wherein I took a painting, which was the Bridge of Faith, and very simply we said, well, look, if people will sponsor a child, they'll receive a copy of this painting. And over 60,000 kids now have been sponsored through this very simple way of drawing attention to the needs of kids and giving people a singular opportunity to make a difference. To think that something so simple as a painting could reach out and touch the lives and the destiny of thousands of kids, it's really miraculous. You know, we may not be able to touch all the need that's out there, but if we could make a difference for one child, and if enough people make a difference for one child, then we can make the world a better place. My painting, Hometown Pride, celebrates the pride of little communities all over America, communities where flag and home still mean something. A portion of the proceeds from this painting will benefit Habitat for Humanity, which is providing homes for America's most needy. My prayer is that Hometown Pride will be a reminder for every American to pause for a moment and be thankful for the blessings of our nation.
But if anybody would stop and examine the amount of money that he has donated to at least a dozen or probably more institutions in Placerville and in El Dorado County, it has been something terrific.
Each year it's a different charity. This year it was the Boys and Girls Club of El Dorado County. He's done it in the past for the hospital.
Tom is a rarity. He's a very enterprising artist. He understands how his artwork can help not only charitable groups but communities at large, and has expanded that well outside this local area.
The little town I grew up in didn't have a lot of resources to offer a child who was creative, a child who wanted to explore art as a tool for self-expression. We can take creative platforms such as art educational videos, media properties, educational materials that are printed, and we can bring them to life in ways that are attractive to a young mind. Kids want to learn. They want to express themselves. They want to take those little fingers and create and make a difference in the world around them, being part of something bigger than themselves. Every kid deserves to draw. Every child deserves to be creative.